Envy. I haven't seen the video. I can't find it, but they saying that you saying I'm asking for too much money because I don't have the numbers on the platforms. Well, if I'm getting 25K from Vlad and I'm on that mother how many times a year? And now I asked for 35. I haven't been on there for seven months. How am I asking for too much money? On a year basis, I feel I saved him money. That's how I feel, and I told Vlad that. But for you to say that I'm asking for too much money, you're not looking at the yearly rate to what this yearly rate would be. And it don't matter if somebody richer than me. It don't matter if somebody got more numbers on their platform. Plenty of people that been on Vlad. A lot of times they still won't do the numbers Boosie do.
What's good, Way Familiar? It's your boy JK, man. I'm back again with another rap caveat. So this time I want to talk about the Boosie and Vlad TV situation. Some of y'all know Boosie had got on the live and said that he and Vlad are not working together right now because Vlad refused to bump his appearance fee up $5,000. Vlad had did a response video saying that actually he pays Boosie $25K, which is crazy, but he pays him $25K per time that they sit down for appearance fees. Boosie wanted it to be boosted up to $40K. He kind of looked at his numbers and said that, you know, he doesn't make that much money back to give him that much. So Boosie brought it down to about $35K, and Vlad couldn't justify paying him that much because he wasn't really going to break even. He was going to lose money. So I felt like this was great to talk about only because, as you see with a lot of rappers that's getting into podcasts and getting into doing their own interviews, things of that nature, and getting to the content creation space, and being I'm a former artist that did so myself, I definitely wanted to break this down. Even though it's not about the rap music industry, it's more about the podcast industry, we can still get into the numbers, you feel me? So I want to explain it on both ends, as far as with the artist, the rapper, and then the person who does the podcasting, which would be Vlad, and that's his business of content creation, right? So looking at it from Boosie's end, Boosie is a hustler. I mean, straight up and down, independent artist, up and down. He's used to getting money for shows, features, things of that nature. And usually with artists that feel that they have that type of notoriety, that they're legends in the game, you know, they have a certain price that they want to stick to, and if they feel like, you know, more money, they're going to try to boost their price, right? That's how it usually goes with shows and features and things of that nature. When you're the hot artist, you know, you can pretty much set the price and do what you want to do. So on my end, I can see how Boosie would want to see. He's probably noticing other rappers that's getting into the content creation space, and he's saying like, well, you know, you drop these videos, you know, you can keep making money on YouTube or whatever platform that you put them on. You know, I need to get, you know, more money up front, you know what I'm saying, for the money that you gonna make off this video off of me, which I truly understand that, right? So I can see that from Boosie's end, where he's saying that, you know, he just wants to do his own thing and make the money himself, as most independent artists would do, right? So I can see that on Boosie's end of what he would want to do.
Hey y'all, just taking a quick break to show y'all my new and improved website for www.playaway.com. As you can see, you can still get the merch on there. Definitely cop up on that. And now I'm also offering services for consulting for podcasts, the music industry. You want to know how to start a podcast? You need ideas? Hit your boy up, www.playaway.com. I'm out.
Now let's take this into Vlad's end as the person who's been doing content creation for a very long time, interviews, and been making money off of YouTube on his end, right? He said it in his response video that the music industry is and the content creation industry are two different things. It's not like when you make a song like a Wipe Me Down that people are gonna play forever and ever and ever, right? With YouTube, when a video gets put up, at that time, maybe within the first couple days, a week, is probably when you're gonna get the most views. That I truly understand myself. When I drop videos, usually if it's, something that's an algorithm, it's gonna go for a while and, then it kind of fades out, right? He kind of said the same thing about his videos where, yeah, you may still gonna get people that'll still watch the old content, but majority of the money that's gonna be made is probably when it first drops, right? So him knowing this, he knows that it's not gonna be something sustainable. That's why you have to keep dropping content, have to keep putting up new videos, and Vlad is a master of that, right? And that's how he probably keeps getting his money with the ads and the CPM. CPM means cost per mile, meaning that is the cost that advertisers pay per 1,000 views, right? So that is how it's measured when it comes to YouTube and making money through the monetization program, right? So it's different from like with streaming, where a song could just get streaming, and the streaming money for that is like way less than a damn penny. You know what I'm saying? You can count all the zeros after that. So it's different from dropping a song on a platform like a DSP, a Spotify, Apple Music, than putting a YouTube content out, right? So I can see from Vlad's side of him saying that when he drops a video with Boosie, yes, you're paying that person up front the $25,000. But what people don't understand is you still have to pay an editor. And I'm pretty sure with his editing and whatever the case may be, that's probably a couple thousand. So let's just make a dream scenario, right? So let's just say for every Vlad TV interview that he does with Boosie, he's paying him an appearance fee, which is the $25K, right? He also was saying that he has to pay the people that's doing the production, the videographers, things of that nature. That has a cost in itself, right? He has to fly, get a hotel, do everything, rent the studio. Let's just say all of that together, let's just round it off. Maybe it's a good $5,000, right? Let's just add the editing onto that. It's another $1,000. Hopefully it ain't that damn much. But let's just say it cost Vlad literally about, I'll just make it easy, $30K, right? So it costs $30K for him to shoot this content with Boosie, right? He said that he can make around about $35,000, right? Including costs, you know what I'm saying? Let's just say he makes $35,000 off of each video. So he's clearing $10,000 every time he sits down with Boosie. So he does make a profit. But the problem is, if the artist wants the appearance fee to go up, your editing, your staff, and all the people that you have to bring there to go film this stuff, that cost is still there. And you still have to deal with that. And I think Boosie doesn't understand that part. I mean, he probably does, but of course he's not gonna care because he's paying $25,000. So he probably feel like, well, Vlad, he don't, that must not mean nothing to pay extra extra $5,000 to shoot this, right? These are the costs that incur when shooting this product, right? So yes, you get your $25,000, but what about if the video doesn't do the 35? It's not guaranteed. I mean, yes, he's paying him the 25, so obviously he feels like this is going to make me money, but this is a gamble still at the end of the day, because he could drop the content and not make his money back, but you're not gonna refund him the $25,000. You know what I'm saying? And also in Vlad's defense, who that's getting $25,000 for appearance fees for that? And on top of that, they're friends. You know what I'm saying? So he said it in his video that he's cool with just getting $10,000. Most people that feel like they're gonna give this much towards the content, they gotta make double than that. They like, no, we gotta make 50. We gotta make 10 times over. You know what I'm saying? But being that Vlad understands YouTube and understands the profit margins, things of that nature, if he's cool with making 10K off of giving you 25K, that's a win for both of y'all. You know what I'm saying? So I think, and you have to understand, Vlad is one of the biggest platforms when it comes to hip hop, the media space on YouTube. So that's like the equivalent of basically getting a steady check from the NBA. You know what I'm saying? Like you just play, we gonna keep paying you higher than everybody else. But now Boosie like, well, forget that. I'm just gonna start my own league and make my own money. But here's the issue with that. Yes, you and Vlad have that dynamic where you feel that you can do this on your own and make the money on your own and just get all the money for yourself, which is not bad. I'm not knocking people that can make their own media companies and do this on their own, but they have to understand there are costs that go into it. You know what I'm saying? It's not always guaranteed that you're going to be making this money throughout your content creation career. So you have to understand that you're basically starting from zero. Yes, you're Boosie. Yes, you are, a culture icon. People love your music, but nobody knows you really from the content creation side unless you're on someone else's platform. Now you're starting from scratch, and hopefully it does work out for you. I see that he's doing it through Patreon, and Patreon is, subscription based. It's through a paywall, so you're gonna have to pay to actually watch him. So he can get subscribers that way that could pay monthly, which could be good, and he can probably clear 6 figures every month, on Patreon, and he can make his money back that way, and he don't really got to worry about the $25K. But it is a big risk because there are costs associated with it, the production, the editing, things of that nature, and there's still a gamble. So on my end, I don't fault Boosie for trying to get his own money, because I saw in one of his lives that he said that, they're going to make money off of this content forever, which is true. So he like, well, why don't I put it out myself and I could just eat instead of making everybody else eat, which I can't knock that. But it's still a gamble. You know what I'm saying? It's not like the music industry that you drop a song, you're probably going to make thousands of dollars. You can tour off of it. This is just one piece of content, hopefully multiple pieces of content that hopefully people are going to subscribe to and keep watching, and that may, make some money ongoing. But $25K per episode is a sweet deal. Like, there's really nothing beating that. Not too many people are going to get that per episode for doing podcasting. So, and being that you have a personal relationship, I felt like that could have been a dynamic that should just keep going, because Vlad is a big platform. He has no problem paying you this money and, not even making double. He's just cool with making a profit because y'all cool and he at least making some type of profit. Now, the only gamble is if this doesn't work out and Boosie wants to go back to Vlad TV, that may do one or two things. It may bring his stock down where it's like, yeah, I can't justify paying you $25K anymore because it's not doing the numbers anymore like it did before. Or it could be the opposite. Maybe it's the comeback episode and then it's gonna, keep driving money, for him to get more money through the ads on YouTube. Because that is the way to make the main money off YouTube, is off the ads. So it can go either way. Like I said, I don't fault Boosie for trying to start it on his own, but you have to understand the risks that come with it financially, right? So that's all I got on it. Like, comment, subscribe about how you feel about the situation. Do you feel like Boosie could keep going with Vlad and keep getting that $25K? I'd take it, Vlad, if he don't want it. Give it to me. You know what I'm saying? But all jokes aside, or do you feel that Boosie should just go out on his own and go get his own money through Patreon? Y'all let me know. Till the next time, your boy out. Noted.